team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Trojans will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Racing to the right. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll go to the ground. Smashes through the tackle. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for a man. It's Hooks. Finds his target down the middle.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Working the middle, it's complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many.
A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Wants to throw. It's Hooks. Just a short pass to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Extending the play. Got out of trouble and throws. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Trying to pick up the first, down to the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Caught over the middle. It's Brewer. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available, scramble, give me an easy first down.
The sure hands, it's Evans. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Hooks. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Let's go! Looking to throw on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to buy time. Firing to the right, complete. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Trojans line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Puts it out of the air. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
After that last completion, it's second down. Complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that short completion now sets up a big third down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area of the field, but you get the feeling a critical third down now. They need something good to happen, putting a lot of trust in their quarterback to make the right decision and make the big play.
The big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. From the wideout. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Got him downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Man, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle, no yak on that catch.
And the Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. Past the 30. Inside the touchdown, Southern Cal. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Gets away from one. He's got space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Brewer. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brewer. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Dropping back, it's Hooks. Got his man on the outside. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Out in the backfield, he's open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking downfield on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Got his man. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Snags it inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Trojans.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lost, the defense is wide open. Flying down the right side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And he added the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Looking for blockers. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Hooks. The throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Here's the pressure. At the 20, he's got space. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the first half. It is a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. He lost one down the sideline. Catch inside the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
The run from the shotgun. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Hooks. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man down the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Goes to the option. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Luck. Makes a man miss. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Hauls it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal.
22.
Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
When an offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out and it's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Just keep slinging it. Setting up the screen. Touchdown USC! Nice catch this do?
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. That's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Finds his man. It's Brewer. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Grab behind the line. It's Brewer. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Hunt. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg. But they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Hooks. Buying some time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got it. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Buys a little time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
And the Trojans started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Scanning the field, it's Hooks. The sweet feet buy a little time. Lets it fly. Finds space on the right. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's looking to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He'll pull it down and run. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff, keep working on that clock. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Ace, 27, jump. Ready, go.
Off play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Field goal is good, and they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Kansas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Lawrence. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The give from the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Pocket breaking down. Dumps it off in the flats. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, you're seeing in college football now a spread offense and tempo and air raid. We're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College.